You don't know like what the word utopia is?
I know what utopia is, but I don't know like
Why he's calling it that?
who's calling it what.
Travis.
Oh, it's Travis's album.
Yeah, Travis
Oh.
Scott new album. Yeah. He's I don't know why he calls it utopia, but you know what a utopia is. So
Yeah.
Um. So yeah, last episode we were talking about Oppenheimer and Sound of Freedom.
Mm-hmm.
For us, we recorded it yesterday, so we're able to
Yeah.
kind of just bounce straight off that
Right.
into
Mhm.
this. But for you guys watched that video a week ago. So at the very end of last video, I mentioned that there was a website that supported the idea of pretty much pedophilia being a sexuality.
Yeah.
And then Ma stopped me saying, let's talk about it in the
Mhm.
next episode. And I was like, all right, fuck it, let's do it. Got
We're here now
for
so,
tomorrow. So
yeah.
I tried to find that TikTok.
Did you find it?
I couldn't, bro.
I was looking for it too because I was trying to send it to you, but I couldn't find it.
Yeah, I was like, what's that guy's name? Like, what podcast was he on or whatever? And like, what did he mention?
Mm-hmm.
But pretty much he just kind of brought up the fact about how there's a website that supports that idea.
Mm-hmm.
And I even tried searching up. It was American something or something with the word American.
Yeah.
And you eating a Jolly Rancher?
Mm-hmm.
You ain't chewing it?
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to make it too loud on the mic.
Yeah. Surprised. I was like, this guy's sucking on a Jolly Rancher.
Pause.
Oh yeah. He usually be biting them. So but yeah, that's pretty much what today will be about.
Mm-hmm.
Literally just that and I guess the Barbie movie.
Yeah.
I don't know what about it. That's for you to explain to me. So.
Yeah. So giving a quick disclaimer, these are our opinions.
Yeah.
And I stand by the fact that I still don't support LGBTQ, and I don't support pedophilia.
Yeah, I don't support pedophilia.
And I also don't support like the stuff we're gonna talk about today. So
okay, yeah.
And
I can't speak for myself because I still have yet to learn about the Barbie thing and go more in depth with the pedophilia thing. But.
Yeah. So if you guys do support, don't get all butthurt.
Yeah.
But
click off the video if you get butthurt after somebody says something that you don't agree with. So.
Yeah. So describe the website to me. Like I don't know if you remember it by any chance. Like
I remember like images and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like. I don't know how to explain it. So you ever been to like a foundation website where it's kind of like, oh, here's our events or
like this is what we support.
Yeah,
stuff
this
like
is
that,
like here's our mission.
Yep.
Like here's what we do. So it was pretty much something that kind of looked like it was like a foundation or something that kind of was just like the headquarter website for that community.
Mm-hmm.
And it was very weird. There's a lot of obviously like the letters were in rainbow and
yeah.
It was super weird because the pictures that they used were like from ancient times,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like an older guy like leaning over like a little boy.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, the meanings of the paintings from like the Middle Ages or ancient times, I'm sure the message was different, but I think they're just using those images as like their own version, as in like even back then, there was older guys into little boys. Or just older people into little, like, younger people.
Mm-hmm.
And it was very, like, it was low-key very fucking, like, weird for me. Like, it was very uncomfortable for me to be on that website. And I just, like, part of me was like, oh, let's click this, just find out more how crazy these motherfuckers are.
Yeah.
And it was super weird. Like, there's just a bunch of, I think there was, like, a whole, like, forum, like, where people could talk to each other and I don't know. I don't remember everything, but I just remember like when you click on the website, the first image, and it was just like a slideshow of like pictures and paintings from like Roman times and shit of just like them kind of saying like, "Hey, this has been here for like thousands of years," and it's like I don't fucking think so.
Yeah. So I don't know if you know. So downtown Plainfield, you know the Masonic Block by any chance?
The Masonic Block.
It's like this. As soon as you enter from 59 into downtown Plainfield, right?
The Opera House.
Basically, I think that's what it is. But it's called Masonic Block, I think.
Okay.
And if you like go to their website, they do like satanic rituals there and stuff.
What the fuck?
Yeah, cause like I remember you're talking about like their mission and stuff.
Yeah.
And just look up Masonic Block Building Plainfield.
Okay.
And I think they took down their website, but I remember checking like 2-3 years ago.
Oh, with like the little like, oh yeah, with like the little chest looking thing on
Yeah.
top.
Mm-hmm.
They do satanic rituals there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
And it
hell.
was like
They
I
took
think
down their
it's
website. Yeah, there's
yeah.
no website.
Mm-hmm. So like I think in the reviews, it'll say like come join us, brothers, with like there'll be like free pizza or something like that.
I'm look. There's only 5. There's 5 5-star ratings.
Mm-hmm.
It says add website. Oh wait, more Google reviews. I recently noticed this historic building and landmark. Even though I grew up in Plainfield, it is now and has been used for retail stores.
Yeah. So the retail stores are like
Oh
on the
yeah,
bottom.
brothers, come and
Yeah.
join us
Mm-hmm.
on first and third Fridays for dinner at 6:30. Work commences at 7:30.
Yeah.
Going back in time. What
And like
is-
on their website, if you go to their website, like before they took it down, did you hear the beeping
what?
on the camera? Did you
Uh,
delete the files from?
Yeah.
Okay, so we should be good.
Yeah,
But
I hope so.
I really hope.
Oh, it's full battery too. You can see it.
Yeah.
Full battery, and there's no other thing on the card. Anyways.
Oh yeah, it usually says sim full or card full.
Yeah.
But so basically, like on the website, it would be like, we'll have the rituals on this day and this day, or like something like that, and then join the it was like join the Satan something.
Fuck
And I was
that
like,
shit, bro.
yeah, it was
Fuck
crazy.
that, bro. I'm gonna be honest, bro. When I was on that website about that pedophilia shit,
Mhm.
that shit like Loki felt like demonic to me.
Yeah.
I was like, these are like evil motherfuckers, bro. Like I felt so.
It's
fucking-
evil.
It is, bro.
But okay, so I'm gonna bring it up now. But there's a strong and heavy correlation with pedophilia and the Rainbow Team, so LGBTQ. So
Rainbow team.
yeah, I don't know. I've heard so like I listen to a lot of lectures,
Yeah.
and so this is the one guy I listen to, right? His name's Abu Taymiyah.
Okay.
He does so he talks about this stuff, and all he does is just call them the Rainbow Team and stuff like that.
Yeah. It's almost like instead of saying like somebody died, they unalived themselves.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what it is.
But so basically, there's a strong correlation with it because in the earlier scriptures of them condoning basically same-sex stuff,
yeah.
you can see that there's a strong correlation with pedophilia and the Rainbow Team with like their earlier scriptures. It was from a while back, when they first like don't you like how everything has a founder?
Right. Yeah.
So think of like the founder of the Rainbow Team, okay?
Okay.
I don't remember his name, but he used to write a bunch of scriptures.
Yeah.
So in the scriptures, he's basically saying that like it's okay to have these thoughts and feelings about little girls, little boys, and if you're an adult, and like we should make it possible for you to marry, like, or like not even marry's a whole different thing, but like have sex with like little boys, little girls, stuff like that. And I remember seeing that, and I was like, dude, it makes sense because the sin itself, it's an evil sin,
Yeah.
and the stuff that they do is evil, regardless of what you think it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's just more normalized here, so it doesn't look as evil. But if you think about it in reality, like if you look at the protests and stuff like that, they're never peaceful.
Right.
The reason why is because there's something in their mind that's not right, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but that's why I wanted to talk about it. Like, I'll make it a whole different topic
Yeah.
because it's so normalized here with especially just in the West, so like Canada, United States, South America, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The UK, all these areas.
Mm-hmm.
So it's so popularized, like to be gay, to be queer, to be whatever, to be trans, whatever.
Yeah, it's like it's a new trend.
It's
almost.
it's a cult.
Yeah.
In reality, that's what it is.
Yeah.
And like when you see like these arguments, like you as a Christian, if you saw like these like you've seen these arguments on TikTok, you've seen these arguments on YouTube where
The
like
debates and shit.
yeah, and you can see like how they react and stuff. You can tell like they just did it because they just wanted to be a part of something.
Right.
But they didn't do research, so I did it for them.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not gonna call myself a scholar in this, but
Yeah.
I did enough research to the point where I understand that this thing is just completely evil. Like this is why we have to condemn it at all costs, because
Okay.
not just the fact that it's same sex stuff anymore. It's more of them like I'm just happy they don't do research, because it's condoning what you were talking about, like those websites,
Yeah.
and like how you were saying it was like rainbow text and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Who do you think runs it?
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So there's always gonna be a correlation with like pedophilia and all this stuff with the rainbow team.
Yeah.
No matter how you think about it, no matter how your views are, there's I don't know if they have statistics, but there should be statistics on like different surveys, like of anonymous surveys of like, what do you think about this, this, and this? Are you gay? Why are you gay? Stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
But statistically, if they did that, you can see that primarily they believe in all types of love is love, right?
Okay.
So you don't check how love is like the biggest thing for Rainbow Team.
Yeah, they kind of. So I feel like they just believe in, like, no matter who it is, it's okay.
And
to
what
love,
it is.
Yeah, it's okay to love that thing. or
Exactly.
person. Okay.
So I'm not saying that like all.
And then they kind of just categorize it in different shit.
I'm not saying all members of the Rainbow Team are pedophiles.
Right.
I'm just saying they're condoning it. So like, if you're gonna say love is love, you're basically saying pedophilia is love.
Yeah.
No matter how you think of it, no matter what your perspective is, that's what you're saying in reality.
Okay. I get you on that one.
Yeah.
This is a little off topic. It's kind of like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just a little off topic, but it kind of relates.
Yeah.
So there was some video I saw, and it was about how like people of like the rainbow team or like transgenders more. There was like a correlation between like transgenders and like people on the rainbow team. Not everybody, but like a certain category mostly. I don't remember which one. And it was how how it kind of the people or like a certain percentage in that group or like the majority of that group is like related to people who have like mental disorders like autism and stuff.
Yep.
And I was like, oh, I can kind of see it how some of these people act and shit.
Yeah.
So
And if you look into it, majority of them, they don't have a religion. They're either agnostic or they're atheists in general.
Yeah.
So agnostic, I think you know what that means.
Run
Like
it down
if you're agnostic, it just means like
for the people at home. Run it down.
So yeah. So basically, atheism is the theology, because it's still considered like a topic of theology.
Right.
So atheism is the theology of saying that there's no higher deity and everything happens for a reason. Like everything that you do, you basically create your own destiny type thing, right?
Yeah.
And there's nothing up there, or like there's no type of special power. Agnostic's a little different. So they don't believe in the gods or God or anything like that. They believe there is a higher power, but they don't know which one it is.
Yeah.
So that's what agnostic is. Is just
they
that
just don't have a pinpoint on who the higher power is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So primarily the rainbow team, like majority of them, I wouldn't even say they're agnostic, they're atheists. So you can see why they believe in that, because in Christianity, the popes and the pastors and all them, they do not represent Christianity correctly.
Yeah.
Like especially from what you've seen, like with how the pastors and like with little boys and pastors and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Right.
I'm talking about Christianity in general.
Yeah.
If you look at the Bible, it does not condone this type of stuff.
Right.
Specifically the Old Testament. That's what I'm talking about. I'm speaking more of the Old Testament.
Yeah.
Because I know more of the Old Testament, the Injil.
Yeah.
When you go to the Torah is way too like. The Torah says the same thing. It does not condone any of this type of stuff. And the reason why is because they didn't have any of this type of stuff back in the day, like when Moses was alive.
Right.
And then with Christianity, same thing. They use Lot and like Sodom and Gomorrah. Like that's literally a story in there.
Yeah.
So you know what happened with the people of Sodom and Gomorrah.
Run it down again.
Okay. So the people of Sodom, it's just like a group of people, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Lot, that was the guy's name.
Yeah.
So he was sent to basically tell them to condone. So basically, condone good, forbid evil.
Yeah.
Right. And so what he went to do is basically preach about Christianity or preach about that believe in one God,
Mm-hmm.
believe in Jesus Christ, whatever. Right.
Yeah.
So when he got there, he was there with his wife, and I think he had a daughter. I don't know for sure, but I know for a fact it was his wife.
Mm-hmm.
So when he got there, he saw the most disgusting acts happening, which is the same sex stuff going on,
Yeah.
like men loving on men, women loving on women,
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that. And he said, he was like, and even God said. Now I'm speaking more in the Quran because I don't know enough about the Bible of what happened in the Bible with like how he spoke to Lot.
Mm-hmm.
But in the Quran, so with Lot, God told him, he's like, tell the people of Sodom that this cannot happen. Like, you guys cannot believe this stuff. Like, stay away from it as much as possible, right?
Yeah.
So, in the Quran and like in all of these types of stories with, the Bible, the Torah, and stuff like that,
Yeah.
there's certain people, like, like how Jesus had his disciples.
Right.
So when you go back to the Quran, like all these prophets, they had their own people, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like the people of Lot, Sodom and Gomorrah,
Yeah.
people of the prophet, peace be upon him, which is basically us.
Yeah.
The people of Noah, like when they all got drowned, that they're all certain people, right?
Right.
So it says in the Quran that if they don't believe in the message, they'll all get destroyed, and then there's going to be a new generation.
Mm-hmm.
So what happened was, he started telling them about this stuff, and how it worked was that he was telling them, he's like, yo, like this cannot be happening. We can't be doing this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's only supposed to be heterosexual relationships, so on and so forth, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the wife of Lot actually believed in this stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
She believed in the homosexual relationships and stuff. So now two angels disguised as people were invited to his house, and they said, take you and the believing men and the women, tell you the believing men and women, and start heading out, because there is going to be severe punishment for the people of Lot, which means there's going to be a punishment happening, right?
Right.
So he was telling them this. He's like, guys, if you don't stop now, there's going to be severe punishment. Stop. If you don't stop now, there's going to be severe punishment.
Mm-hmm.
Even his wife didn't believe him. Yeah. So whoever was left, so it was just him. He's the only one that left. So as soon as he left, I think, okay, so in the Quran, it's the angel Gabriel.
Yeah.
That he grabbed the tip of his wing, lifted him up, flipped him over, and then God sent down fireballs, basically, like hot rocks.
Yeah.
And you can see in like I don't know how to describe it, but like you can see that there's like molten lava, or like not even just lava, but like molten pieces everywhere.
Yeah.
Like if you go there. But
Damn.
so it says this in all of these scriptures.
Mm-hmm.
The only ones that actually do believe in this stuff theology wise is atheism, polytheism. You know what polytheism is, right?
Mm.
Believing in multiple gods.
Yeah.
So polytheism believes in this stuff. Primarily, I'm not gonna go into it, but basically, most polytheistic religions believe in this stuff.
Yeah. What's that shit with the fucking stars and rocks and shit?
Astrology?
I guess, yeah. That shit's all a whole.
With like horoscopes and stuff. Yeah, I do not believe in that, bro. Yeah. I literally went to this study to understand it more. And I did this with your mom, and I did this with you too.
Yeah.
To prove how dumb it is.
Yeah, it's yeah.
But so basically, the study of astrology, or like what people believe with these horoscopes and stuff, right? So each month, you look up, right, and you see certain constellations, right? Yeah. So certain constellations create like different pictures, different like stuff, right? Mm-hmm. So these describe your destiny.
Yeah.
And for each month, it's a different thing. right?
Yeah.
And this is back when philosophy was big with I can't think of his name, but it's like Greek philosophy.
Yeah.
This is like when Greek philosophy was its own thing. So because the Greeks at the time, they believed in what's it called, Mount Olympus.
Mm-hmm.
So what they would do is they would look up to the sky. They would look at the stars that are up at that time. So like the solstice, there's a summer solstice and a winter solstice, right?
Right. Yeah.
So at the summer solstice, it's a little bit different. The constellations are a little different. Winter solstice, the constellations are different. So they would use those constellations to describe their destiny, their fate, so on and so forth.
Yeah.
So now, back to modern day, present day, you can see how like it makes sense for them because that's the only thing that they were able to see.
Mm-hmm.
But when you look at it, right, and let's say I'm a Sagittarius, okay?
Yeah.
So let's say it says, I'm outgoing. It's just going to give you the most basic
Yeah.
character traits.
Right.
So it makes you believe that that's what you are.
Mm-hmm.
So now, let's say you're a Scorpio, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I start telling you the characteristics of the Sagittarius.
Yeah.
You're gonna, and I don't tell you that. I'm gonna be like, well, do you think you're this, 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 and this?
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna be like, oh shoot, yeah, I am. Yeah, I am. I'm gonna be like, well, there you go. You're not a Scorpio. You're a Sagittarius. And then you're gonna be like, oh no, but that's my rising. Okay,
Yeah.
fine. Let's do this. Let me look at your moon sign.
Yeah.
So I grab your moon sign. Start reading off the complete opposite of the moon sign.
The fuck is a moon sign? Now this shit I don't know.
Okay, so there's a sun sign, a moon sign. Then you have your rising, your descending. Dude, there's so much to this stuff. Like I do research just to rebuttal it. That's literally what I do. But basically,
What
the
fuck?
rising is
I didn't know all this shit.
Yeah,
I
so-
thought it was just your sign.
no. So basically, the sign tells you your horoscope and like your overall personality.
Yeah.
Okay. Then you have your rising sun. The rising sun is the stronger parts of your personality, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Then the descending or like the dropping sun or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
it's more of like the timid areas of your personality, if that makes sense. And then the moon, your moon sign, it's a little bit different. Then you have your Saturn like the pattern of the Saturn or something like that. And then you have your Jupiter. There's so much to this, and it's like with just planets in general.
Fuck that shit.
Yeah. So
Fuck
basically,
that shit.
it just gets completely debunked
Yeah.
if I just use
Yeah. If you just read completally different shit and they're like, oh yeah, yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
And
It's like,
if I talk to somebody that's knowledgeable about this stuff,
yeah.
I'll just say exactly. All right, fine. Let me tell. All right, tell me your rising, and then I'll use their descending,
Right.
right? Or like I'll be like, okay, fine. If you want to say that that's your Jupiter sign, fine. Let me go to your Jupiter sign and then tell them their rising sun.
Uh-huh.
Like it makes no sense. So if people do believe in that stuff, please don't. It's
Yeah.
dumb.
It's
It's
just a waste of time.
idiotic.
Yeah. You idiotic fool.
Yeah, right. Head edge it.
Had edge y'all ladies.
Yeah, ladies, all right.
Oh, that's so funny.
But yeah, so now that we completely talked about everything with
What about Barbie?
oh yeah, we gotta talk about Barbie. Okay.
I was waiting for that. I was low key thinking like, oh, we didn't talk about Barbie.
Oh my god, bro,
You
Barbie.
You gotta tell me about
Okay.
this.
So I didn't watch
I heard
it.
it's trash.
It's my sister watched it with her cousins.
Yeah. Heard it's
Terrible.
Garbage.
Terrible.
Isn't it more like adult like than how Barbie is? That's what I thought.
Because
like,
it's Margot Robbie,
and Ryan Gosling.
Ryan Gosling. Okay.
I thought so. Like when people were like, "Oh, I did not expect Barbie to be like that," I was like, "Is it more like adult like than like the actual?"
It is.
Yeah.
Like one of the way that they dress too. Like there's so much to
Yeah.
it, right?
Right.
But okay. So before we get into it, I just think it's outrageous that guys are wearing pink to go to watch a Barbie movie.
Bro.
I think that's outrageous.
My girl was like, me. I was like, or she was like, let's go see Barbie or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I'm not seeing that movie. Or I said I would go see it with her,
Yep.
but I wouldn't dress up.
See, I
in the
understand.
pink.
Okay, I understand watching it. It's a sacrifice you have to make.
Yeah, she's.
But-
if your girl want to see it, alright, I guess.
But wearing pink is outrageous. If
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, if you wore pink and I found out and like just to go watch that Barbie movie, I'm smacking you.
And you have my permission to smack me.
Good.
Bro. But yeah, she was like, yeah, we could dress pink. All the couples are doing it. I'm like, no. She's like,
Yeah.
I'll buy you a pink Nike hoodie. I was like, okay, and I'll just give it back to you. Like,
Yeah, like wearing pink, that's fine, but wearing pink to represent feminine, like, or not feminism, but like being feminine
just
as a
to,
man.
yeah, no,
So you're basically demasculating yourself as
yeah,
how I felt with my beard, with
yeah,
wearing pink to go watch
yeah,
a woman movie.
right. I will say though, I think the only thing you'll ever catch me pink with is like a nice car.
If it's like a hard fit or something like that, yeah, I mean, I get it.
Yeah.
But if, you're wearing pink to watch a Barbie movie, I mean, bro.
I'm not. Yeah, I told her, I was like, yeah, I'll wear it to see the movie, and then I'll just give it back to you immediately.
Yeah.
And she was like, oh, never mind.
Yeah, don't even wear it to the movie, bro. But okay.
I'll take a free fucking hoodie as long as.
Oh
it's
yeah,
not
it's a
pink.
free hoodie. Yeah, yeah. So look, I'm not in a relationship, so I'm not one to talk, but I'm just saying, like, if I see, a guy and a girl wearing pink, it just completely throws me off, because
Bro,
that
oh
tells
my
you who wears the
God.
pants in the relationship, in my
Yes,
opinion.
I literally saw you know how like you see videos of people secretly recording other people.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody secretly recorded like a couple posting up like in a picture next to each other.
Yeah.
With the backdrop or like the movie cover of like Barbie behind them,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like this big ass poster, and they're
Yeah.
like taking a picture and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy's like literally dressed as Ken, like pink polo with like
Like board shorts.
yeah, like pink like golf shorts,
Yeah.
board
See,
shorts,
like,
yeah.
bro.
And then the girl, I don't know what the girl was wearing, but I saw like the guy wear that.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, bro, you will never catch me wearing that
Mm-hmm.
shit. And if anybody, I'm gonna give permission to all my friends. If I ever wore that shit, beat me the fuck
Bro,
up.
you're getting jumped,
Bro,
but
literally
yeah.
jump me, bro. Steal
Yeah.
my wallet, and I'll let you keep it, bro. Take my keys. You have my car.
There you go. But yeah, I mean, so there's nothing wrong with you watching the movie with your girl,
Yeah,
like
it's just one
your
of them
wife,
things,
your
man.
girlfriend, whatever.
Yeah, it's one of
But
them things.
it's two different things.
Yeah.
From you dressing as Ken and
Yeah.
she's dressing as Barbie, right?
I think dressing for a movie in general is just so bad.
Yeah.
But like Barbie's just on another level. But like anything else, like if I catch you wearing like some Bumblebee shit at a Transformer movie, I'm cringing.
Oh
at
yeah,
you, bro.
oh yeah.
I'm cringing. Bro.
I mean, I'll wear like a Transformer shirt like that at most. That's about
Yeah,
it.
Even if I even ever have.
If
one,
I
you
even
know
ever
what I'm saying?
exactly, yeah. Like,
It's like I don't know.
there's only certain ones I would wear, and it has to be like super minimalistic, if that makes sense.
Right? Yeah. Like if it's like like the new Batman movie, if you had like some slight Batman shit on or something. Like,
There you go. Like,
Yeah.
he put it on.
yeah.
But like, see, it's
Mr.
different.
Put-it-on.
It's different with Barbie.
Yeah.
Like, I was walking into Oppenheimer, and the amount of men wearing pink leaving
yeah.
completely like threw me off.
yeah.
I was just like,
It makes you like look down upon certain people, and I hate doing that. Like I never judge a book by its cover, because like I always kind of associate that with like in cars in a way.
yeah,
Because it's like that dude with the old Accord could literally just have a cheap ass daily and then just throw all of his money in like a nice ass car.
exactly, yeah.
So it's like I'll never judge a book by its cover, but when I see like a man just wearing pink like that for a movie, it's just like, oh my god.
And it's not even
It's not even
that.
it's not even cringe, bro. It's past cringe.
It's past cringe.
It's like you're disappointed like in him, like and you don't even know
and you
his
don't even
name.
know the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not even that, bro. Like, when I tell you this, I saw a group of like, okay, so they're teenage boys, but still, group of teenage boys leaving the Barbie movie wearing pink.
Like just the guys.
Just
No
the
girls?
guys. I didn't see any girls. So it was just a group, like a 4 or 5
Ain't
teenage
no
boys
way.
leaving the movie wearing pink.
Now that's a different type of like, what are you doing?
Bro, I mean,
Like I don't really hate on it that much, but it's like I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like if I looked at a guy, I would like literally be mad at him. I'm like, why the fuck are you looking like
Yeah.
that for Barbie?
yeah.
For fucking Barbie.
Yeah.
You go to the kids section, the boys section, and the kids toys, and you tell me where the Barbies are and the boys and the
Okay,
men's
yeah.
toy section.
So now that you brought that up, that's actually a great point. I'm gonna use this analogy. Okay, so like, your girl bought you Legos, right? That's so cool.
Yeah.
Like building Legos with your girl, like,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah.
But are you going to play Barbie with your girl?
Fuck no.
Tell me that.
Hell no.
Okay. So now I'm gonna use that analogy, right? Playing
know me,
Barbies with
bro.
your girl. I know how you are, right? But I'm just saying, if you're willing to wear pink to a Barbie movie,
Yeah.
you're basically saying, "Let me play Barbie
Yeah.
Dream House
Yeah.
at my house with
Yeah.
you."
Yeah. Let's do Barbie Dream House.
Let's do Barbie Dream House because that's literally what you're doing. You're basically doing
Oh my
exactly
God.
that.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, now that I got that off my chest, so my sister went to go watch it. She came back and she basically, I was like, oh, how was it? Like,
Yeah.
I was just like, and she said it was terrible. Like, she
Yeah.
didn't like it because of the fact that she said it was like a feminist movement thing, and she's my sister's not like that, but she said that to me. She
Oh,
said
shit.
it was kind of like a feminist thing, and I was like, what
How
do you
so?
mean? Yeah, exactly.
I haven't
Right.
seen the movie,
I'm
so-
confused too.
Yeah.
So she basically gave me a rundown. She didn't give me like the full details, but she gave me the rundown of what happened in the movie. So in the
Okay.
beginning of the movie,
Is like Ken pussy whipped or something? Or?
no, not just that.
Oh what? Oh,
So all Barbie,
uh huh.
every single girl in the movie is named Barbie. Every single guy in the movie is named Ken.
Okay.
So like,
Well, did they really? Are those only ever two names used for the Barbie franchise?
I guess.
Oh, okay.
But like, so I don't know if you've seen that TikTok, like the sound where it's like, hey Barbie, hey Ken, like that.
Okay.
So you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So so there's multiple girls.
Uh huh.
I'll tell you the story later. But so there's multiple girls, right, and multiple different styles of women, multiple different styles of men.
Uh huh.
All of them are named Barbie and Ken.
Right.
So Barbie lives in this world of where women run everything, and the men don't run anything. If that makes sense. Okay, you get where I'm getting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got it. Okay.
So then now they get into the real world and they see how men run everything, and
Okay.
it completely, like now Barbie goes into like this whole like, I'm him stage where she completely goes, like she tries to counteract it by getting more women like with these higher roles and like stuff like that, and like basically trying to get Barbie world to become real world. If that
Okay.
makes sense. So Barbie world is women running everything,
Turning
men don't.
real
world into Barbie world.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's the point of the movie.
So Barbie world, women run shit.
Mm-hmm.
Real world, men run shit.
Mhm.
And she's trying to make the real world, women run shit.
Yeah. That's how my sister described it. I don't know
So
idea.
there's two. Like, how does that work? What do you mean they?
I know.
goes
Yeah.
into this
I have
real
no
world?
idea. So like
How do they transfer now?
I
I haven't
think-
seen the fucking movie.
I have no idea. Like I just know that they're trying to push for feminism like
Right.
more.
Yeah. And you see how like big that movie's got too.
Dude,
Has like
it's
high 90% Rotten Tomatoes.
hmm yeah. And
Oppenheimer on top though. Fuck Barbie.
yeah, right.
Mhm.
I asked my sister, I was like, hey, so like what'd you guys think of the movie? Like even like I asked the cousins.
Yeah.
They're like, dude, that movie sucked.
Yeah.
They're like, well, one, the dream house was garbage. So then I was like, okay. And then they're like, well, and I also like they're like, I hated that there's like they used everybody as Barbie. Like there's Barbie as Margot Robbie, and then there's like
Yeah.
this fat girl. They're like, and like
Uh,
the exact words she said was, there was this fat girl and they kept calling her Barbie. And that got me mad. I was like, okay,
oh,
there you
shit.
go.
Okay.
But so basically what happened was they had different types of Barbie, right? So they had like Margot Robbie, the main character,
Yeah.
Ryan Gosling, the main character. They're the main characters
Right,
in the movie,
yeah.
but the supporting characters were also named Barbie, but in a different way. So like
Okay.
they're still named Barbie, they're still named Ken, but they're different types of them. So there's like a
Okay.
fat Ken, fat Barbie, black Ken, black Barbie,
And then
Mexican Ken, Mexican Barbie, hijab Ken, or hijab Barbie. I think she's in there because I saw a TikTok about it.
okay.
Hijab Barbie, and then
So
like
there's
so
just
on and so forth.
different types of Barbies and different types of Ken.
Exactly. So
Okay.
think of that, and then she was like, "Oh yeah," and the movie's like so sad, like at the end, and then you hear like do you call me like a Barbie, like that one TikTok song?
I'm a Barbie.
No, the
No?
other one. It's with Ice Spice, the Barbie song with Ice Spice.
Oh, okay.
So
That's in there.
yeah, that's like the end credit scenes.
Oh god damn it!
Yeah,
Fucking damn it! Our
Yeah.
fucking world is ruined.
yeah.
We
So-
gotta do. Have you seen the movie Don't Look Up on Netflix?
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta be like that. Just get in the escape pod and just get the fuck out of here.
Don't look up. We watched it here.
Yeah,
That
was
movie's so good.
good ass movie.
Yeah.
Um.
But yeah, no, like I
So-
wish I knew more about the movie.
So
but
there's a Barbie world. Shit, we
Correct.
might have to see this shit just so we can fucking talk.
analytical.
Yeah.
Start bringing like our analytical references.
Yeah.
With our like notepad and everything.
So exactly minute 15. What the fuck? So there's a Barbie world, and then they
Mhm.
get like teleported
Into the real world somehow, some way.
And
I have
she's
no
trying
idea.
to like infect the real world with
But
Barbie world.
yeah, by like making more women in power and like making women run the world, basically. I don't know.
That's fucking dumb.
Hmm. Oh,
Because
yeah,
not I'm not saying it's dumb because of how they made the movie.
yeah.
Actually, yes I am. But it's dumb because who do you think the target audience is? It's all these
Little girls.
teenage girls,
Yeah.
the little girls that currently like Barbie,
Hmm.
the older girls that grew up with Barbie back in the day when it first came out.
And then
The
the
teenage
random.
girls that are like just getting out of the Barbie phase because they're growing up,
Hmm.
but like want to feel nostalgic shit,
Yep.
and then they make it about that.
Not even that, and then they like the random guys that like take it as a joke.
Yeah,
Like even though like they're taking it as a joke, it's still gonna influence them some way or somehow.
yeah,
Um.
yeah, 100%. But it's just like it's just so fucking dumb. Why would you make a
Mhm.
movie about a girl's toy? Like, like you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like I
Mhm.
don't know how to describe it, but just in a way that you kind of develop understanding it older. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like if a fucking 10-year-old girl went to see that movie, she probably would just be like, "What the fuck is going on?"
If a 10-year-old girl went to go watch that movie in real life, like in reality, and like the parents don't say anything about it,
Yeah,
it's more of her gonna be like,
I feel like she wouldn't understand it.
why is the world so misogynistic?
Yeah, type shit.
That's what is gonna end up happening.
Yeah, that or like she won't understand it. Like, oh, why did this happen? This happened,
Mhm.
and it's like for me, if a Barbie movie came out, they should have made it like,
Make it wholesome at least.
yeah, make it or not wholesome even, but like also well wholesome, but also like make it about like fucking Barbie.
Yeah, like literally
like
make the movie about Barbie.
yeah, like add Ken and shit because obviously he's a vital
Mhm.
role to the whole movie.
Yeah,
But
right.
like in Toy Story, they had the dolls and
Mhm.
shit. Like
Yeah.
they like make the dream
They
house
played that
to-
perfect. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
they played that way
and
perfectly.
obviously because they use the toys and shit.
Mhm.
But like even for like a live action film, like I don't know, make it a fucking musical or something.
I have
Like
no idea how like the story of Barbie or anything, but like
neither do I.
just like follow the storyline.
Yeah,
Really,
like follow the storyline. Don't try to push this fucking like narrative
It's like-
on little kids. That's what the fuck is wrong with the world now. They're pushing these political agendas and bullshit on like
It's-
little fucking kids.
it's like using Transformers to what's it called? Promote Red Pill.
Yeah,
Like that's the best analogy.
yeah. It boggles my fucking mind.
Yeah.
After hearing about it and shit, it's just like
Not even
fuck.
that's not the part that boggled my mind. It's that it took 5 years for the Sound of Freedom to come out,
Yeah,
but Barbie didn't take that long.
yeah. And
Barbie got all of this, like, not just that, Barbie got all of this like attention, all of this money to
so did Sound of Freedom though. But Sound of Freedom was an underground.
underground. Exactly.
It was popular. I don't know if it's currently number one still, but it was number one for like
It's popular for a different reason.
yeah,
Barbie is popular because it was promoted.
right. They had the budget to do that.
They had
shit
the
too.
budget to promote. He even said in the end credit scene that they had no budget. They had no budget to promote the movie.
Yeah. Oh my god, I hope my dog isn't. Okay, domestic box office for July 26, 2023. So we got Barbie number 1, Oppenheimer number 2, Sound of Freedom dropped to 3,
Okay.
Mission Impossible is 4, Elemental is 5, Indiana Jones is 6, Insidious the Red Door is 7, Spider-Man's been out for a while, it's at
Yeah.
number 8.
Mm-hmm.
Transformers been out for a while, it's number 9. Little Mermaid 10, piece of shit movie, fuck that shit.
Was Transformers good? Still haven't watched it.
Oh, you haven't?
No.
Bro, oh my god. It's probably for me top 3 movies.
Is it actually?
Top 3 Transformers.
Is it?
that
Okay.
Have, like came out since we were born.
Have
Like
you-
since Michael Bay.
Have you since Michael Bay?
Like since the 2007 one,
Mhm.
like all the movies that pretty much came out in our childhood,
Yeah.
like
Top
top
three?
3. Yeah, out of all
Would
of them.
you? Okay. So have you watched the cartoon version of Rise of Beasts?
Nah.
Okay.
But I know I watched the rundown of it before the movie.
So would you say that it's better than the rundown?
I mean, that's the thing. I only got a rundown. I don't like I haven't watched the whole show of Rise
Yeah,
of the Beast.
right.
But I mean, I believe it follows the storyline.
Very, very, like, really closely.
Yeah, relatively
Okay.
closely.
Okay. So
Like it doesn't add no
worth the
feminist
watch.
shit. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't care about all that because, like, I mean, I'm not influenced that easily.
Yeah, neither am I.
It's more of just the fact that as long as they follow the storyline.
Yeah. Damn, the Flash is 15th.
I don't know if I'm gonna watch the Flash.
Neither am I. I don't fuck with that DC shit.
Mhm.
Only Batman, but
Only
like
Batman.
but like the good Batman. You know what I'm saying?
And not even Arrow's good too. Like that TV show. I don't know if you watched it.
Green Arrow.
Yeah.
Nah,
That TV show is really good.
I'm not. That's the thing. If I'm not gonna see a DC movie, I'm not gonna watch the show.
It's okay. So the reason why I watched it is because it has that Batman vibe to it.
Oh, okay.
So like
I don't like that deep dark.
that deep dark like anytime you kill somebody.
Yeah.
Oh well, in the season that I watched, the new seasons suck, but
Yeah.
like the OG season, like 1, 2, and 3 were really good.
Yeah.
And like he always, like, before he kills somebody, he always says, like, let's say it's Dylan, you have failed this city, and then he kills him.
Oh shit.
Dude, it's tough.
Oh, okay.
And like and it's realistic, or not realistic, but like the arrow, like the Green Arrow is the Green Arrow.
Mhm.
John Diggle is John Diggle. Felicity's Felicity, right?
Yeah.
So, and like their actual like underground air, like thing is so cool.
Yeah.
But it's worth a watch. I would say it's worth a
Yeah.
watch.
Oh shit. But yeah. So with the Sound of Freedom shit,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people are like boycotting the Disney shit because you know
Mhm.
how Disney is now.
Yep.
They've been completely like infected with some.
They're at 900. They're down $900 million.
Yeah,
I think it's been higher up now.
I want to see that. I want
Their
to see if they're at
stock?
a billion.
Let's see. Let me see their stock real quick. But, yeah. So their stock a month ago was at $94 per share. Now it's at $85 per share.
Yeah. So. Disney's facing massive losses, with Disney posting a loss of $659 million during the quarter compared to a loss of $841 million projected by Street Account. Revenue for the unit rose 12% to $5.51 billion, reflecting recent price increases. So it's saying 659 million, but that's bullshit.
It's around 900.
It's basically a
billion.
billion dollars.
I've seen, yeah, because I've seen different numbers, and because like on Yahoo Finance they were saying around
Yeah.
upward closer to a billion. So
Yeah. Good. I don't like Disney.
me neither.
I don't like fucking Disney.
And especially what they did with I don't know if you heard with what they did with National Geographic.
What did they
But
do?
so National Geographic, not the actual like TV channel,
Uh-huh.
but like their magazine and like that, they fired everybody.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Mhm.
Damn.
So like the National
We gotta
Geographic.
cut back on cost.
Yeah.
Head ass.
So like I don't know why they're getting rid of it, plus like the movements that they follow. I mean,
It's just the narrative that they're trying to push. It's just fucking wild.
and you know why they're doing it, right? Rockefeller explained this
yeah.
of why they started doing this is to tax and to make more money.
Yeah.
And the reason why is because the more men and women work, so like let's say I get married, or like let's say I have a girlfriend,
Uh-huh.
back in the old day, like back in the day, right?
Uh-huh.
Let's say 1950s, 1960s, around that time,
Right.
more men worked and women stayed home and they didn't work, correct?
Right.
Am I right or am I wrong?
Right.
Okay, I'm right. So now with only those men, that cuts off about half of the population.
Yeah.
So now with half of that population gone, they're only making a certain amount of money.
Right.
Now with this feminist movement going on right now, now think of 85% to 90% of the population versus 50% of the population. They're taxing a lot more now. Plus
Yeah.
they're taxing both men and women the same amount.
I think they're also doing that too, is because I think the Florida governor is like taxing them hella more too.
Yeah. So why do you think they're pushing the feminist movement more and more and more? The reason why is because people are, well, nowadays they're more emotional than logical.
Yeah.
So the way I'm saying that is that logical. So to be logical, it's to put your feelings aside and understand. Take a step back and see the big picture.
It's just using your brain instead of your.
Being emotional is basically, okay, so if I look through a keyhole and I see somebody with a knife and somebody dead on the floor,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I'm going to think that, oh shoot, this guy murdered him. I'm going to go kill this guy.
Yeah.
When you open the door, you see that when you open the full door after looking through the keyhole of the death, you open up the whole door. Now you see a father protected his daughter by killing that guy.
Right.
Do you see how your perspective changed?
Yep.
How did you do that? You looked at the big
Bigger
picture.
Yep.
So how you do that is like now, I gotta admit, the people like Rockefeller and the people that do these types of movements to promote this stuff, they're really smart.
Yeah.
I hate to say it, but they're really smart.
Yeah.
Because they see that everybody is now more emotional than anything.
Yeah.
So
which is fucking terrible.
So now
that's how you destroy a country.
So people thinking with their emotions says, okay, like the Me Too movement, right?
Yeah.
It's a great thing. Okay, the Me Too movement's a great thing, but with women now, feminism is completely different. It's a whole different topic.
Right.
But with feminism now, both women are working and men are working. They're making more money by taxing both the men and the women the same amount, maybe even more. So now the big companies that are making the money off the tax, they're making more money because of the fact that there's more people working. More of the population is working.
Yeah.
It sounds bad that I'm saying women shouldn't work. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that everyone fell into the trap.
Yeah. I'm going to be honest, bro. I don't think women should have to work. Should have to. They shouldn't have to.
Shouldn't have to. I 100% agree with that.
Yeah, they shouldn't have to.
Because you have to have women doctors. You have to have women dentists. Because I don't want my wife, my mom, my daughter to be, my sister to be, like getting, like their OB to be a freaking guy.
Yeah.
I want their OB to be a woman.
Right.
Because I don't want anyone else to see it.
Right.
Correct?
Right.
So women do need to have certain jobs, but they shouldn't have to work.
Right. Yeah, it shouldn't be required.
They
should be taken care of by the man, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just when when Disney pushes shit like that, they do it for the money.
Correct.
Literally everything done in this world, everything made, everything published, everything created on this earth by man is for money at a certain part of the chain.
Yep. And
people just don't want, and obviously parents, they don't want shit pushed on their fucking kids. Like, oh, I don't want my kid to know about this. Like,
so for example, Pride Month. Okay, so you see like how all these big companies change their logo.
Yeah.
You know why they changed their logo? It's not because they support it.
Yeah.
They made more money off of that,
right.
not by making more sales. There's this company that does a score.
Okay.
Or not a company, but it's like a thing that does like the score.
Yeah.
They score them out of like 10 or something like that.
Okay.
The higher your score is, the more money you'll get back in a certain amount of stuff. Okay. So it's hard to describe, like to like not just dumb it down, but like understand it.
Yeah.
But basically to like basically paraphrase it, the higher your score is, the more money you make.
Yeah.
And the best way to get your score up higher is to have higher population or higher satisfaction of the population.
Yeah.
Okay. So the people, and the reason why they did it is because now the people that had, or like the companies that had that Pride logo, their score went higher.
Yeah.
The people that didn't, their score went low, or the companies that didn't, their score went lower. So the reason why they did is because they're making a huge profit margin just by doing
100%.
So
every time it's June, I see all these companies changing their logos. I kind of laugh because I know that they don't. They don't give a fuck one bit. They're just like, hey, wherever the fucking money's at, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, because they understand it's a big trend now. So it's like that, and that's the whole part of business is you have to follow the trend. Like, what's new in the world? Like, how do we make more money using trends? So they're like, okay, we see this fucking Pride Month shit. All right, June, fucking profiles change. Everything is like, you know what I'm saying?
Because in reality, June is men's health awareness.
Right.
Or men's mental health month or something like that.
Perfect pick for the Pride Month, right?
Yep.
And then change their fucking profile pictures, and then they're making more money.
Yep.
Yeah. It's smart.
It's a smart business tactic. I got to give it to them. Like, I mean,
yeah.
Whoever is in the business now and making a lot of money off this stuff, I got to applaud them because the way that they did it is outrageous.
Yeah.
Because people think that they actually care about what people do.
Right.
But in reality,
It's crazy.
You just fell into the trap.
And that's the other thing about business. It's almost like you have to go against your belief, which I don't personally believe in.
I would never do that.
Like, I don't believe in that. Like, whatever I believe,
Mm-hmm.
like, I'm not going to change or run a business.
I would never do that.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, me, like, I wouldn't really follow, like, trends like that that I don't believe in.
Mm-hmm.
So, but, like, I mean, the people in these big corporations that they just want to make more millions and billions, it's like they just literally change their profile picture.
Literally, that's all they have to do. That's all they have to do. They don't even have to market it.
No.
All they have to do is just change their profile picture, and boom, they just made $10 million, $100 million.
And just make sure year after year it's a little different.
Yeah, that's literally it.
Yeah.
And
Literally.
all they have to do is just go to the marketing team
Yeah.
and just say, marketing team, make me a logo that represents the Pride Month. We're going to have it up for a month and then take it down, rechange it back.
Yeah.
That's all they have to do. And they made $100 million right then and there.
Right. Yeah. It's nuts, bro. It's nuts how this world works.
Yeah.
But
we're 19 years old talking about this. So
how do you feel like being 19 years old talking about this shit? How old do you feel like knowing that we're talking about like shit like this?
Okay, so me being closer with Islam than ever before in my life,
Yeah.
I would say I'm ashamed of not knowing this stuff earlier.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna ask you this question. How much time we have? 5 minutes?
10. Well,
10?
We're at 50.
Okay, so we got 10 minutes.
51.
Okay. So remember we made that podcast of what makes a man?
Yeah.
Okay, so here, let me ask you this question. Okay?
Yeah.
What makes a man a man? Or what's the difference between a boy and a man? Biologically.
Biologically?
Yep.
Well,
Puberty, correct?
Huh?
Puberty, right?
Right, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's the difference between a girl and a woman?
I was going to say big dick, big balls.
Yeah, that's it, right?
Yeah. Facial hair, shit like that.
Same
More
thing. So same concept with what's the difference between a girl and a woman?
Yeah.
Them going on their menses, them going on their period, right?
Yeah, right.
Their menstrual cycle, okay?
Yeah.
So that's puberty for both men and women.
Yeah.
In Islam, as soon as that happens, so like in the United States, 18 is the legal age.
Yeah.
In Islam, as soon as you hit puberty, that's your legal age. So if let's say I hit puberty at 12, I'm considered a man at 12. And let's say I'm a woman and I have my first period at like 11, I'm now a woman.
Oh, shit.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So now I have to take the responsibilities of a man as soon as that happens, because now that's when praying becomes obligatory.
Yeah.
That's when paying the charities becomes obligatory. That's when all of the stuff that's obligatory for all men becomes obligatory. I'm ashamed that it took me, so let's say I don't even know when I hit puberty, but like let's say 13. I'm ashamed it took me 6 years to finally accept that I'm a man. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
But that's how I feel.
Yeah. Me, like, I don't, obviously people regret things in life and shit like that, but I would say to you personally, just from where I'm coming from, is like to never be ashamed that it took you that long.
Oh, yeah.
Because you obviously weren't in a place to really be exposed to that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Like nobody's looking up, Islamic podcast on YouTube when they're 13. They want to get on the game after school.
Exactly.
So, I would say to you, just don't feel ashamed, but appreciate that you found it now and not later.
Right. It's societal pressure that caused this to happen.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
So if we go back to the time 1400 years ago.
Yeah.
So the boys were considered anything before puberty. As soon as you became a man, then that's when you had to fight for the prophet. That's when you had to start doing all these obligatory stuff. And like, I don't know which one of the companions it was, but okay. So let me talk about the first companion the one that made Islam go from a private one to where you can practice it publicly. Yeah. One singular companion created this because of how like strong and powerful he was. Yeah. And he was 17 at that time when he accepted Islam. So for him to completely change the way Islam is seen at the age of 17 is crazy to me.
Yeah. And
now when you hear that with what I told you about me being 12 to 13 years old, that's when I hit puberty, and you see him converting into Islam at 17, 18 years old, then you're going to be like, oh, well, it took him a while for him to do that.
Yeah.
When you think of it like that. But
Right.
when you go back to our societal pressure of, oh, shoot, he's still in high school.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? It completely changes your perspective.
Right.
So it's all about perspective and how you see the stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, that's literally how everything is.
Yeah.
It's just all perspective. It's, you know, a lot of people like stress about something or like, oh, this bad thing happened. Well, it's like, is it bad?
Is it bad?
Yeah. Like, is it, how bad is it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So let me ask you this question.
Yeah. You got 5 minutes.
As you being the age of 19, right?
Uh-huh.
How do you feel knowing that we talk about this stuff now?
I'm going to be honest, bro. I feel mentally more mature than all of our friends.
I agree.
100%. You know, some dumb shit slips. You know, like
I
we
mean,
we do some dumb stuff.
That's the point. You're supposed to be.
Yeah.
No matter how old you are, you're always gonna you can't be serious all the time.
Right.
You have to be funny here and there. Like,
Yeah.
head edge it.
Yeah. Y'all ladies all right?
Yeah. Like, for example, like that.
Just like that. But as far as like where my head goes with certain certain things in life, you know, financial, religious, societal shit.
Yep.
Like, I mean, we can ask our friends right now what they think of this, or if we ask a question a certain way, they'll want us to dumb it down for them.
Yep.
Or
Yeah,
like,
I get you.
Or they'll give us a not direct answer to what we ask.
Yeah, I agree. But there's certain people that are getting to that level, I would say.
Well, for sure. And they're working their way up. But
Yep.
I believe right now me and you have gotten there before they have.
Yeah. The primary reason of why was because I would say the podcast is the biggest reason. And like the more we talk, I would not say it's because the more we talk. I would say it's because we did so much research, not just of podcasts in general, but I've watched so many podcasts to help make this better.
Yeah.
That at this point I just use that, like, instead of listening to music, I listen to podcasts now.
Right.
And how that works is now I start thinking like the old grown adults of like the podcast that I listen to.
Yeah.
Like, for example, the Three Muslims, right? The youngest guy is 22.
Yeah.
And he's the one that's the most knowledgeable.
Yeah.
The other guy's 28. The other guy's 24. They're all three of them combine their knowledge.
Yeah.
And they start, like, you know, building each other up. So me at the age of 19, I feel like I'm part of them because I'm listening to what their ideologies are, what they think of, what their philosophy is.
Right.
So now I use my own mental maturity to pick and choose what I believe and what I don't believe in.
Right.
Which
100%.
I believe that happened because of this.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, 100%. And we get to create, you know, and not consume.
Exactly.
So.
Being on the creating side rather than the consuming side is a lot better.
Yeah, it's smart.
Yeah.
It's just a smart way to do things in life, really. So, shit, you're gone next week, huh?
Florida.
You're leaving tomorrow, right?
Tomorrow night.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Finna get down.
Yeah, something like that.
Get down on the knees, start praying, boy.
Man, you right. You right.
Head edge.
Head edge. Y'all ladies all right?
So that was pretty much it. Like, subscribe, obviously the usual thing.
We'll be posting more on Instagram because it increased our following count and increased our subscriber count.
100%. For us right now, this is the 27th, so it's still new to us right now, but we just dropped semi-new merch in the store. We'll pop the link down in the description so you guys can have that. Go there and cop some shit, and then
and this episode won't be coming out till the 6th.
This episode won't be coming out for a while, so if we're talking like, oh, that was a while ago. Because we're recording literally the day after we recorded chapter 26. Or no, 27.
27.
Yeah. You got anything?
No. Just make sure to, once again, take this with a grain of salt. Use our ideologies, philosophies that we use. And if you want to incorporate it into your life, then do your own research about it. Don't just listen to us.
Yeah. Be safe, be productive, and we'll see you guys.
See ya. Peace.